Hello there, my darlings. For today's Pick a Card reading, we're going to find out what you share in common with your future spouse. Let's find out, and we have here three options that you can actually choose from. For group number one, this is Ocean Jasper Palmstone. There you go. For group number two, we have Rose Quartz. And for group number three, we have Green Moonstone. Okay. So those are the three options. Go ahead and take your pick. And once you're ready, click on the timestamps below. Hello, group number one. You have chosen Ocean Jasper Palmstone. Let's find out, what do you share in common with your future spouse? Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number one. I'm excited to find out what common interests or what do you share in common with your future partner. All right, you have here Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Judgment, Two of Cups, wow, Page of Wands, and then Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you have Six of Cups. Wow, this is so nice. I feel that you and your future spouse are soulmates. Okay, that's the vibe I'm getting here. And talk about soulmates, right? Where you share a lot of things in common. So in terms of signs, I'm seeing here a lot of water. So your future spouse, or this can also be you, you may have water in your chart, and that's Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, especially Scorpio over here. I'm also seeing here a lot of fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right, so what do you share in common with your future spouse, group number one? Well, I'm hearing a lot, so only take what applies. For some of you, what will you share in common with your future spouse is that both of you are the type of people who's very, very good in handling money, or you like to save money. Because I'm actually drawn to this Four of Pentacles, and there's actually kind of like a vault over here, all right? So I'm really picking up that for some of you, you are very practical when it comes to handling your finances. Some of you may be a little bit frugal, or you don't spend your money on things that are actually not needed, okay? Or you save a lot, all right? Investment is more of like what I'm getting here. For some of you, maybe you both like animals or dogs, because I'm drawn to the image of the dogs over here. That's also one thing. And then I'm also seeing here that for others of you, your future spouse is also somebody who doesn't like to dwell on the past, okay? Especially got the Page of Wands over here. So this is actually a person who's always on the go, or somebody who likes to explore, try out new things, and would not want to waste their time on things that doesn't matter anymore. All right, that's the vibe I'm getting, especially with the Five of Cups or Four of Pentacles. But there's also a tendency for others of you to kind of like hold on to grudges. That's still a possibility, all right? But the way that I see these cards, for some of you, this is actually a person who really doesn't want to get stuck over the past and is really free-spirited, because that's the energy of the Page of Wands. Always wanting to try out new and exciting things, or try out other possibilities out there. Has a lot of ideas too, very creative. I'm also getting here that for others of you, what you will share in common with your future spouse, it had something to do with traveling, okay? So I'm drawn to this image of the Three of Wands. I'm getting here that both of you like to, go out, have fun, or travel to several or different places, because that's also the energy of the Page of Wands. For some of you, your future spouse is also somebody who's probably from a different ethnicity or culture. yet you both share so many interests, okay, or so many things in common together. You know how to have a good time is also what I'm hearing over here. For others of you, I'm also getting that both you and your future spouse are, yeah, like you enjoy watching movies, whether it's Netflix as well or what, because there's a movie theater over here. So maybe the both of you enjoy the same type of movie genre, kind of like that, or type of movie, or you just love snuggling, and spending some quality time together. There's something about quality time. It can also be that this is the same love language that you both share as well. With a judgment, I feel honestly that for some of you guys, both of you are outcast. That's also what I got. So maybe both you and your future spouse were kind of like rejected, or both of you felt as if that you don't belong. It's like a lot of people are judging you, or you were feeling misunderstood. That's also what I'm getting, especially that right beside it, you got the Five of Cups. With a Six of Cups, I'm getting here that both of you are also very thoughtful people, okay? You really kind of like try to pay attention to whatever it is that a person may have done for you, whether it's big or small. That's also the energy I'm getting. I feel as well that, yeah, with the image of the Six of Cups, maybe both of you love nature, right? There's something about plants for some of you. Maybe both of you are plant lovers as well, because look at this lady over here. She's watering the plant. And there's also something about, again, long-term plans or investment. I see here that for some of you, both of you are very hardworking people as well, or somebody who may have their own business. I also got that very strongly for someone out there. It can be online business. There's something about online with the image of the Page of Wands over here, kind of like e-commerce or something. Yeah, online selling is also what I'm getting. Or somebody has a social media or is doing well in their social media platform. All right, that's also what I'm getting here. All right, so let's move on to the next set of cards. What do you share in common with your future spouse, group number 1? Wow, both of you are leaders. My gosh, you got the Emperor card. No wonder I'm getting a boss-like type of energy. And Emperor is somebody who has that energy, who takes charge of a situation, who takes the lead. You may have your own business as well, and this person may have their own business. That's really what I'm getting with the Emperor, okay? Or at least both of you are strong people. You both are strong leaders, all right? And at the same time, you guys are actually very ambitious or very driven, because that's the energy of the Emperor over here. Let's see what else. Oh my gosh, you got the honoring path. So there's something about respect. There's something about recognition. So I feel that both you and your future spouse are well respected by the society for some of you or some people. Earlier, I picked up a different energy that maybe at one point you felt as if that you were judged by the people around you, or you felt misunderstood. And the same goes for your future spouse. But here, based on these two cards, there's really something about earning a lot of respect or honor. The word honor is very strong, especially with this honoring path keyword over here, or the message over here. So I'm getting here that both of you are well respected by the community, or it can also be tied to what you're actually doing. Maybe you guys are actually in a type of career or job in which there's a lot of people watching you. That's the energy I'm getting. Or like what I said, since you are the Emperor as well, this person or your future spouse is somebody who leads people, and they get a lot of respect from the people that they're actually dealing with, okay? So there's really something about that. Plus, around popularity as well for some of you, okay? I'm really, picking up something around popularity. So maybe you are popular in your social media, have a lot of followers, and this person may have a lot of followers as well. Again, only take what resonates, since this is a general reading. What do you share in common with your future spouse? Oh, now this is nice. You got the Sanctuary card. So even though both of you are probably sociable, or you deal with a lot of people out there, whether this is because of the type of job that you are doing, as well as your future spouse, but both of you know how to take a step back and rest. That's actually what I'm hearing. or both of you are the type of people who are very private, even though you may be a public figure, or this person is also a public figure. You really do kind of like try to maintain or establish boundaries with people, or you guys are both private as well. Okay, very nice. I love that. Let's see, what else? What do you share in common with your future spouse, group number 1? All right, you got patience and planning, and then positive movement forward. A lot of coins here, okay? So like what I said at the very start of the reading, because I was drawn to the image of the money vault, right? So both of you are very diligent, hardworking people. Some of you are business owners, all right? Or some of you are just basically really career focused or goal-oriented individuals. And so I'm getting here with this patience and planning card. This is very, very straightforward from Spirit. You guys are very, very patient. You don't rush things, even when it comes to relationships, maybe. You try to plan things ahead before you actually take action as well, all right? And like what I said, with this positive movement forward earlier, what I picked up on is that for a lot of you who chose this pile, you're not the type of people who likes to dwell in the past, all right? Because again, when I saw the Page of Wands, this is suggesting to me that both of you are, yeah, free-spirited, or you like to move forward, all right? You like to try out new and exciting things. You don't allow yourself to be stuck. Even though you may have experienced a lot of hurt or disappointment in life, you just keep on moving forward, okay? And both of you are very optimistic as well. That's also the energy I'm getting with this positive movement forward. And also, this is the 8 of Pentacles card in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. So I'm actually also getting here that both of you may have the same type of skills or even career. Or like what I said earlier, I picked up that for some of you guys, you both have your own business. I really picked up something around business here, or both of you are business-minded people. All right, let's see what else. Also travel, because again, we have an image of a boat. What else, Spirit? What does group number 1 share in common with their future spouse? Okay, we have 2 cards that flew. Okay, yeah, a lot of fiery energy as well. You got the 5 of Swords, win or lose. So what I'm actually hearing with this win or lose or 5 of Swords card, I'm not picking up that both of you enjoy drama or conflict, but this is kind of like giving me an impression that both of you are very competitive people, okay? Very competitive, very assertive as well. And you guys do not know how to quit. That's also what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. Even if life is hard, or even though you were let down, you were disappointed, you try to rise above every difficult situation, all right? Because you got the Ace of Wands, so there's something about starting something new, all right? So I am feeling here that both of you are really headstrong people or strong individuals. And you're very passionate, okay? Both of you and your future spouse are very passionate people. You have a lot of ideas. You're very inspirational. I'm also getting this energy that both of you as well are very artistic, okay? Because I'm drawn to the image of the rainbows over here. Very talented. Both of you can also play, you know, some certain type of musical instrument. And again, this is not for all of you, but some of you may actually resonate with that, all right? So if you're a musician or you love music so much, it's also possible that your future spouse shares the same taste in music with you, all right? So let's see. What else? What do you share in common with your future spouse, group number 1? Yeah, you got the grief card, which is, again, probably tied to the 5 of Cups card that we saw earlier, which is all about sadness, grief, regrets, okay? But let's pull up more so we can actually gather more information of why the grief card is actually over here. What you and your future spouse will share in common, group number 1. Ooh, what is this? You have food, all right. And You got woman holding a heart, thinking woman. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing. Based on the grief card, I'm going to be explaining it in a general way since this is a collective reading, okay? So it is possible for sure that you and your future spouse experience a lot of hardships in life, okay? Some of you, what I'm specifically hearing is that both of you actually grew up in a very dysfunctional family. I don't know why I'm suddenly picking that up. Or both of you actually went through a lot. Let's just put it that way. Went through a lot in life. Both of you may have lost your parents. Same age is also what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. Okay, same age when you lost your parent, for those who are resonating with that. Also with the food, well, you both, again, this is very straightforward. Both of you like the same type of, food. For instance, you both like Japanese cuisine, or you both love hamburgers, whatever. Okay, so there's also something about that. With the thinking woman, both of you are very smart or intellectual individuals. All right, you may be an air sign as well, or this future spouse of yours may also be an air sign. Okay, deep thinkers is more of like what I'm getting. She's holding a book, so maybe the both of you also enjoy reading books. Then you got woman holding a heart. So what I'm actually picking up here with this woman holding a heart is that both of you are very loving, very romantic people, okay? It's also possible, especially with a grief card over here, that both of you were really, deeply heartbroken over a past situation. It can be an ex. I keep on hearing the word betrayal as well. So maybe that's why I got the thinking woman. So you're kind of like a little bit cautious or guarded when it comes to love. And I feel the same thing happened to your future spouse as well. Okay. Very interesting. Let's try to pull it more. Yeah. I feel as well with the, image of the butterfly over here, both of you grew so much from your past experiences. Okay. Both of you transformed into this really beautiful butterfly. So there's something about experiences, hardships from the past, especially with this book. So it's like the both of you have a lot of story to tell. That's the energy I'm getting because of the things and experiences that you both had, or what you had to go through in life. All right. That's more like what I'm getting. Something around, storytelling. All right. Let's see. What else? What do you share in common with your future spouse, group number 1? Yeah, see, you got the sad embrace. So it's, again, tied to the grief card. So I really feel that both you and your future spouse went through a lot in life, okay? It's very general, so sadness can be tied to some traumatic experience in the past, or when you were growing up, or both of you may have lost somebody in your past that is very dear to you. That's also another possibility, okay? For others of you, I'm getting around, same emotional IQ, or both of you are also very deeply emotional or sensitive people. That's another possibility out there. But I'm more of like picking up that both of you went through a rough lot in life or experienced a lot of hardships, okay? That's more of like what I'm getting. And I feel that you and your future spouse are really going to be so freaking surprised as soon as both of you are going to be opening up about your life story. It's like, I'm already hearing it right now. Both of you are going to be shocked. Like, oh my gosh, I experienced the same thing. Somebody saying that. All right. For instance, this is just an example that both of you dealt with some narcissist, right? It's kind of like that, or an abusive or controlling parent, something like that. Okay. So yeah, very, very interesting for group number 1. Let's try to pull up more. What do you share in common with your future spouse, group number 1? Oh my gosh, love, 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 right? Both of you are very loving people, despite of getting hurt multiple times maybe, or you were let down by people in general, not just romantic partners. Both of you are choosing love because by nature, you guys are very kind, very loving people. Both of you, yeah, you do have a big heart, and this person too, okay? Wow, this is so nice. I so love this for group number 1. All right, let's see. What else? What do you share in common with your future spouse? I'm hearing the name Stephanie. That was so strong, Stephanie. So I don't know if it's the viewer or somebody that you know, but let's see. What do you share in common with your future spouse? Oh my gosh, yeah, you got protection. So I feel it's because of both you and your future spouse experience a lot of heartbreak, okay? And I'm getting that as well earlier, that both of you are probably very guarded, not necessarily too close off, but very cautious or vigilant when it comes to people in general, even when it comes to love. And that's because you were hurt many times. And so your person or your future spouse experienced the same thing, okay? That's really what I'm getting. Another message that's coming through is that with this protection card, your future spouse is somebody who's also very protective to their loved ones, okay? So if you're kind of like the same, or this is actually also describing you, that you're very protective to your loved ones or dear ones, then your future spouse is the same. Nice. I love this. Okay, what else? Okay, what is this? Oh my gosh, look at that. You have the royal you. Crazy. So talk about respect or honor. You got the royal you. And it shows the image of a crown. So there's really something about honor and respect. Well, 2 things. Number 1, maybe because of your personal experience as well, group number 1, you went through a lot, all right? You've learned how to value yourself. You've learned how to respect yourself, all right? This is you wearing your crown, all right? And I feel the same thing goes for your future spouse. They had to realize what their true worth is, okay? That's really what I'm getting. Maybe because in the past, like what I said, people may have kind of like even judged them or made them feel less of themselves. That's also what I'm hearing. But I feel that they've learned how to rise above that, and they were able to realize how worthy. There's something about worth. There's something about realizing someone's worth or value, okay? That's what I'm getting. And number 2, with a Royal You card, both of you are well-respected individuals, okay? There's really something about respect. So whether it's because of what you're actually doing or people respect you because of how you were able to overcome some really terrible experiences in life, all right? So yeah, there's something about that, honor and respect. It can also be, like what I said, whatever type of career that your future spouse is doing. He or she may be a public figure as well. And there's a lot of people who admire this person for their work, okay? And they respect this person. There's really that strong leader energy. No wonder you got the Emperor, okay? And now you got the Royal You. So this is definitely suggesting to me that both you and your future spouse are strong leaders or natural born leaders. And that didn't happen, you know, like overnight, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. You became strong, both of you became strong, and that's because of what you have to go through in life. All right? That's really what I'm getting here. Wow. So maybe that's why you're both getting the respect and admiration from the people who probably even know your story or their story. Yeah, very nice. I love this. Okay, let's try to pull it more. What else, Spirit? What does group number 1 share in common with their future spouse? Oh my gosh, you guys are a perfect match. Yeah. Talk about similarities, right? Whoa. So it says here, you complete each other in the most harmonious way. That is so beautiful. I love that for you, group number 1. So you guys are a perfect match. All right? There's so many similarities between you and your future spouse, or you complement each other so much. I don't know, I keep on hearing that both of you are going to feel as if that you're the only person who understood me. Because I keep on hearing that. Maybe both of you were, again, misunderstood or were judged by society or by people. I even heard outcasts earlier, all right? Yeah, somebody needed to hear that message, okay? And I keep on hearing like this person is saying, you are the only person who can understand me on a deeper level, all right? So it makes sense why you got the perfect match over here, because both of you really resonate so much with each other. Let's see. What do you share in common with your future spouse, group number 1? Ooh, there's 2 cards over here. Okay. You got the 3rd wheel, and then you got the illness. Okay. Now, for the 3rd wheel, it is still possible that both of you were in a triangular situation. It's possible, okay, since this is a collective reading, or in a third-party situation. It's also possible that you were cheated, because I also heard something about betrayal, all right? So whether your future spouse was also cheated by their ex or somebody from their past, and you also encountered the same. There's something about cheating, okay? Or there's something about getting tangled up in a triangular love situation, okay? For others of you, both of you are very flirty people. You love to flirt. This person also loves to flirt, okay? And then you got the illness. So it is a possibility that for others of you, both of you share the same type of health issue. For instance, this person has ulcer, all right? Or IBS, or whatever type of, illness or health issue. And you also have the same thing. Or, for instance, some blood issues, all right? Or, yeah, something like that. So I feel that both of you are also going to be surprised that you share the same type of health issue, okay, with this illness card over here. All right, so let's get another one. What else, Spirit? Crazy, I'm suddenly losing my voice. What you and your future spouse share in common? Okay. Wow, very nice. Sexual freedom. Ooh, okay. Okay, what is this card that flew? Interesting. You got the boundaries card. Wow. Which is actually tied to the sanctuary card, because it says here, respected boundaries and taboos, right? And you got the boundaries card over here. So what I'm actually seeing based on these 3 cards, to start off with this card over here, I feel that for some of you, if I'm going to be reading this intuitively as well, both of you are freedom loving, okay? Another message that's coming through is that both of you are very romantic people. Really old-fashioned, really romantic. And then with the sexual freedom as well, well, this one is very straightforward, okay? You express yourself freely, okay? And I'm also getting here as well that both of you are the type of individuals who doesn't have any issue and, yeah, making the other person feel really loved. Whether, not necessarily, something around PDAs, but both of you, there's something about physical touch. That's also what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. So it can be that both of you share the same love language, all right? Others of you, it's the same sex connection, by the way, all right? There's something about, openly expressing who you truly are. There's also something about being authentic. And then with the boundaries card over here, well, it makes sense, especially for those who are resonating with, you've been hurt over the past, you had a terrible history, okay? You went through a lot in life. And because of those hardships, again, it made you stronger like a tiger and wiser like an owl. And you became wise, and this future spouse of yours is also the same because of the hardships that you had to go through in life. And part of what you've learned as well, it had something to do with establishing boundaries. especially with people, or in love with this image of the heart over here. So, like what I said, I feel that both you and your future spouse had to deal with some difficult people in their life, all right? Or were actually in a very toxic situation that you both needed to learn how to establish boundaries, okay? I won't be surprised if both of you are even empaths. I don't know, I'm suddenly getting that for someone out there as well. Interesting. Let me pull up more. What do you share in common with your future spouse, group number 1? Wow. For some of you, same profession. Both of you are teachers. Again, this is not going to resonate for all of you. But for those who are resonating with, yes, I'm a teacher or I'm a mentor. So your future spouse has the same occupation or type of work as what you're doing. Or it can also just mean that this person is somebody who's very wise, very knowledgeable as well. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so there's something about feeling persecuted. That's crazy. We were just talking about that. There's also something about releasing the past. Okay, and you both transform into this brand new person. I don't know why I'm suddenly picking up and I'm seeing, which is weird. I am a clairaudient and a clairsentient and a medium, but it's rare of me to see images. Right now, I clearly saw the image of a phoenix. So yeah, I'm getting something about that for group number 1. Both of you went through a rough lot and you were reborn, okay? You both transformed into this really magical and beautiful person that you are now, all right? Interesting. And there's something about being, again, persecuted. It can also be related to your past life, by the way, as well as this person's past life. Maybe that's why I picked up something around judgment or being misunderstood. Oh my gosh. Yeah, both of you, oh my gosh, both of you are very, again, opinionated. For some of you, you have strong opinions, and this person may have strong opinions or is not afraid to fight for their rights. Kind of like an advocate as well. Kind of like a rebel. That's also the energy I'm getting. I'm getting an Aquarius energy, honestly. So I don't know. Maybe you are an Aquarius or this person may have Aquarius in their chart as well. But I'm getting that strong energy of an Aquarius, okay? Again, doesn't have to be. It's just the energy. All right, let's try to pull up more. Yeah, not a surprise to see this King of Coins over here. Then he got 7 of Swords. Oh my gosh, really? This is a confirmation. Yeah, and there's something about changes. Because that's why I picked up something around transformation for the both of you. You were reborn. Both of you were reborn in some way. You know, it's like you and your future spouse were completely different individuals, you know, when they were younger or when you guys were younger. Okay? And like what I said, you became more wiser, a lot more stronger because of those terrible experiences. Let's start off with the King of Coins. So this is definitely a confirmation from Spirit that both of you are either good in handling money or both of you are very practical when it comes to money or finances. Both of you are very financially stable. Both of you are hardworking. Both of you are, again, going after success. And again, it says here, strong sense of self-worth. Are you freaking kidding me? Remember, I was just talking about worth, that both of you realize your worth. Maybe because in the past, you and your future spouse were kind of like judge or somebody in their life, can be people, multiple people, who may have made them feel less, okay? Or that they're not worthy. And then with the 7 of Swords, there's really something about cheating. So when I saw the 3rd wheel card earlier, it's possible that this person was cheated on or betrayed, not necessarily by a lover. It can be that they were betrayed many times by the people that they trust. And so that's why I got a lot of cards around boundaries, all right? They don't try to kind of like give their trust lightly to anyone anymore because of what they've experienced in the past. And you may have encountered the same. All right, now let's go to this Wheel of Fortune, which is again talking about changes, all right? Or this is also talking about some karmic lessons. So I feel that, yeah, both you and your future spouse, I feel, met each other in a previous lifetime. Because I'm getting a soulmate energy, honestly. Maybe the same type of lesson, okay? And in terms of lesson, I really feel it had something to do with self-worth, as well as needing to create or establish healthy boundaries for yourself and with other people, okay? Very interesting. Yeah, because I'm drawn to this Wheel of Fortune and says life cycles as well, good luck, expansion, fortune, change, and fate. So yeah, I feel that both of you are very transformative people as well, okay? All right, so let's get 3 cards from this deck. What else, Spirit? What group number 1 and their future spouse share in common? Rings, oh my gosh, strong connection. This is a very powerful connection between you and your future spouse. Well, and you may also have this telepathic connection with them, okay? Both of you are like-minded. Talk about sharing the same type of interests or the common denominator between you both. And it says soulmate. What did I just said at the very start of the reading? Because I could pick up this is a soulmate connection. Wow. And both of you are very committed and loyal when it comes to love, okay? All right, what is this? By the way, this is Gemini energy. We're also seeing your water sign, so maybe your future spouse is a water sign. You're also a water sign for others of you. Maybe you both share the same sun sign even. So that's Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We got Scorpio. That could be an additional validation or confirmation, especially if you already know this person. With a person of water, it says here, psychic, empathic. See, I told you guys earlier, I picked up that for some of you, maybe both of you are empaths, that you really needed to learn how to create healthy boundaries. I'm an empath myself, so it's really hard that sometimes I need to retreat. I need to withdraw, especially if I'm actually around people for a long time, that it drains me, all right? Most especially if I'm around toxic people, okay? So both of you feels deeply or in a much more deeper level. Both of you are very heart-centered as well, or very sensitive or intuitive, okay? Next, you have shooting star. So with this shooting star, both of you are dreamers. That's more like what I'm hearing from Spirit. Both of you are very passionate people. And again, it says quick action. What I'm actually hearing, honestly, with a quick action, although you guys are very patient in almost everything, but I feel that when you fall, both of you fall hard and deep. That's also what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. Wow, very nice. And again, we have here Aries. Yeah, Aries, Gemini, and then Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So that can be a validation or an additional confirmation for some of you. Let me just get a message for you. And then we'll pull up some additional details about what you and your future spouse are going to be sharing in common with each other. And that's something that I just channeled earlier, by the way. But first, let's get a message for you. Boundaries. Are you freaking kidding me? I can't believe this. Oh my gosh. Whoa, you saw me shuffle. I can't make that up. You got the boundaries card. Crazy. You got the boundaries card. Now that's freaking magic from Spirit, right? Thank you, Spirit. I love the synchronicity. And it says respected boundaries here too. What are the freaking chances of getting the same type of word? And that is exactly why I love pulling up so many cards from different decks, because that's how Spirit would be kind of like trying to deliver some sort of like a thing that they wanted to highlight for you guys. So yeah, boundaries. And it says having sensible boundaries is important. So I feel that both of you are learning this or have learned this. Okay, this is part of your lessons in life. Maybe because of you guys are so loving people. Some of you are empaths. You like to help people. You like to be of service. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, you have the tendency to attract abusive people. Okay, and there are a lot of people who probably didn't respect your own boundaries. So this is part of the lesson that both you and your future spouse needed to learn. It had something to do with boundaries, especially with people. Okay? Wow. And I'm drawn to this image of the tennis ball. So if I'm going to be reading this intuitively for some of you, maybe both of you love tennis. Okay? All right? Or it's also possible that both of you are very sporty or athletic as well. Not necessarily it should be the sport tennis. But yeah, I love tennis, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, so let's actually get some channeled or additional details about what you and your future spouse are going to be sharing in common. I'm going to pull up a lot, actually, because yeah, I feel like pulling up. Yeah, there you go. That's a lot, I know. But this is a collective reading. So some of it will make sense to you. Some of it will not, of course. So let's start off with this one. It says, both of you were cheated on or betrayed by an ex or past connection. Are you kidding me? Crazy. I love the synchronicity, Spirit. So this is exactly what I was just talking about, right? So either it was somebody that they've trusted, not necessarily an ex. It's just a past connection. Or it can be an actual ex. This person was betrayed, okay? Or they caught their partner cheating as well. And maybe this is something that you yourself encountered. If you were cheated by an ex, or you found the truth that your ex was cheating behind your back, they encountered the same, okay? Wow, crazy. Okay, so let's see what else. Both of you are homebodies. Okay. So maybe that's why there's something about watching movies together. All right. Maybe you like spending so much quality time at home, cooking together, or even watching Netflix. All right. So both of you are homebodies. So again, only take what applies, because some of you are going to say, but I'm not a homebody. Okay. So only take what applies. Next. Both of you are very friendly or sociable. Okay. All right. So you're friendly and your future spouse is very sociable too, or very, very, kind of like a social butterfly or very friendly. But I feel that even though you guys are very kind people or very sociable, you needed to, again, there's something about boundaries. Because some people will actually abuse that, okay, just because you're being very friendly, that they're not really respecting the boundaries that you've tried to set up or what. So yeah, maybe that's why you keep on getting the keyword boundaries. So let's see what else. What does it say? Both of you are very outgoing. So again, this is like the total opposite. For those who are not resonating with, you are a homebody, then both of you are very outgoing as well, or has this outgoing personality. Next. Same love language, which is physical touch. What did I just said when I saw the sexual freedom card? Okay. Yeah. Something about physical touch. I said that earlier. Go back to what I said earlier. So both of you have the same love language, which is physical touch. That's how you express your love to someone, by touching them, hugging them. Okay. What else? Both of you are sarcastic in nature. So when you guys are actually hurt, or when you felt really pissed off by something or by someone, both of you are very sarcastic, okay? So yeah. Anyway, let's see what else. Both of you are secretive. All right. So maybe that's why you got the Seven of Swords. Because Seven of Swords is somebody not necessarily as a liar, but somebody who's, again, masking something. So, or mysterious even. I'm getting a very strong Scorpio energy here. All right. So you may have Scorpio in your chart, and this person may have Scorpio in their chart. I could resonate as a Scorpio myself. Okay. Anyway, what else? And by the way, hello to my fellow Scorpios out there. Okay, it says here, both of you enjoys reading books. Oh my gosh. Let's go back. Crazy. You still remember group number 1? Because I was drawn to this woman holding a book. Right? So yeah, that's a powerful confirmation from Spirit that both of you enjoy reading books. Okay? Next. Sweet tooth. So both of you love eating sweets, ice creams, chocolates, right? So for some of you, you would resonate with this. What else? Because there's a lot here. Both of you like to cook. Crazy. I was just talking about cooking together, or again, watching Netflix or movies together. Because again, I was drawn to that. Both of you are home buddies message. So yeah. But for some of you, it's just, you know, a message that both of you love cooking. All right, what else? Oh my gosh. Another freaking, wow, powerful synchronicity. Remember I said earlier that both of you, even though you guys are very patient, when it comes to love, either you fall easily, or this person, your future spouse, they don't fall in love easily, but when they do, okay, that's the message I'm hearing from Spirit. They don't fall in love easily, but when they do, they fall deep and hard. So yeah, it says both of you fall in love deep and hard. All right. Okay. What else? Both of you do not believe in marriage. So for some of you, you don't believe in marriage. All right. And this person may not also believe in marriage. Okay. So again, only take what applies. Some of you, you do. All right. Next. Same health issue. Are you freaking kidding me? Whoa. Let's go back again, you guys. Let me show it to you so you can remember it. Remember this illness card, right? You got it earlier, and that's what I said. So that's another powerful confirmation from Spirit that both of you share the same type of health issue. All right. So let's just say both of you, you do have some issues around your gut or ulcer or whatever. Okay. So same type of health issue. Next, we're down to 2. Both of you have controlling or abusive or even narcissistic parent. Okay. That's why I picked up so much toxicity earlier, or I picked up that both of you went through a rough lot in life. So growing up wasn't really easy for the both of you because both of you either have a very controlling, abusive, or even a narcissistic parent, okay? Last but not the least, both of you are business owners or entrepreneurs. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. What did I just said earlier? I said that both of you are probably, again, Emperor is a leader. And whenever I see the Emperor card, it's also a sign that for some of you guys are business owners, all right? Or CEOs, all right? So to see this message that says both of you are business owners or entrepreneurs, there you go, okay? These are the same common or common denominator between you and your future spouse. Gosh, I so freaking love this reading, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed this too. And again, I'll be seeing you next week. Thank you once again for dropping by and for watching. See you again next week. Bye-bye now. Hello, group number 2. If you have chosen Rose Quartz Palm Stone, then you came at the right place. So let's go ahead and find out what will you share in common with your future spouse. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 2, please. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. What will you share in common What do you share in common with your future spouse? Okay, you got your Six of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Six of Swords. Ace of Wands. Six of Wands. And then we have 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Bottom of the deck, you have 5 of Pentacles. Alrighty. Okay. In terms of signs, I'm definitely getting here a lot of Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You may have that in your chart somewhere, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Or this can also be your future spouse. They may have that in their chart somewhere as well. And then we also have here a lot of fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, so what will you share in common with your future spouse? Well, one, with the Six of Pentacles over here, this is suggesting to me that both of you are very generous people, okay? You like to help people. Those who are less fortunate, because that's also the energy of the Six of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. It shows a guy giving money to the less fortunate. So I feel that both of you both have big hearts, all right? You're very compassionate people and very generous, okay? And both of you also value balance. That's what I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles. And then you have the Three of Cups. So this is suggesting to me that both of you also value friendship, okay? It's also possible that both of you are going to be starting out as friends first for some of you. And you know how to have a good fun. That's also what I'm hearing from Spirit. You know how to loosen up or have fun. Some of you, maybe you also like to swim, all right? Because they're actually near the swimming pool, or both of you enjoy any type of or body of water out there. That's also what I'm getting. With the Six of Swords, it's also possible that both of you are also well-traveled, because that's the energy as well, Six of Swords. There's something about overseas. It's also possible that even though you may be from different cultures or ethnicities, both of you love traveling, or this person will be traveling towards you, or vice versa. There's something about travel, or even traveling for work even. Ace of Wands is suggesting to me that both of you are very passionate people. Okay, very creative, has a lot of ideas. Both of you are very, very motivated or highly driven people. Yeah, I'm getting a strong fire energy over here, very much like a Leo. Especially we see here with the Six of Wands card that there's actually a performer on stage. And Leos are actually, yeah, known as the performer of the zodiac, okay? So for some of you guys, maybe you are a musician, or you love music, you love singing. Not necessarily this is what you do for a profession, but it's possible that both of you enjoys music a lot, or something around singing, going to concerts as well, all right? Or both of you like the same type of singer or band. That's another possibility. There's also something about popularity here. So for some of you, maybe you and your future spouse, you have a lot of followers, even on your social media, or a lot of people admires you, okay? And then you got the Ten of Pentacles. And so there's something about stability and security. And that's because you got the Five of Pentacles as the overall energy. So both of you are after that. Both of you are aiming for financial security as well as stability. And I feel as well that both of you are also going to be, if this is not yet happening for you or your future spouse, both of you are going to be really successful in whatever type of career or job that you both have. And this is also suggesting to me as well with the Ten of Pentacles that both of you are very family oriented. Okay, you value family a lot. With the image of the photographs in the background over here, what I'm actually hearing from spirit is that both of you are the type of people who are very sentimental. Okay, there's something about being melancholic for others of you, or being very sentimental. You're probably the type of person for some of you in which you are still holding on or keeping some, whether memento or something that was given to you, a decade ago. That's also what I'm getting. And your future spouse is the same. Okay. Very interesting. There's something about the color white. So I feel that maybe also, I'm picking up that both of you like the same color, right? Maybe your favorite color is white, and this person too. There's also something about doctor. I'm suddenly picking that up. Somebody's watching this pile 2 reading. Either you are in a health industry type of work, okay? And your future spouse is probably also the same, okay? If you're a doctor, a nurse, a caregiver, a therapist, that's also what I'm getting. So yeah, let's try to pull up another set of cards here. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Group number 2. Wow. Oh my gosh. You got Queen of Water, 9 of Water. For some of you guys, heavy or strong water signs here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So whether you are also a water sign, and this person is also a water sign, or both of you have a lot of water in your chart somewhere. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So what this is suggesting to me is that both of you are very emotional, very sensitive people, very intuitive too. And also water sign myself. I'm a Scorpio. So water signs are also the type of people who are very heart-centered as well. Because again, it's related to feelings or emotions. And with the 9 of Water over here, what I'm also hearing from Spirit is that both of you are very ambitious people, okay? Some of you are powerful manifestors, or some of you are dreamers. That's also what I'm getting. I also heard very strongly that both of you are artistic, empathic, and very nurturing, loving people. No wonder when I saw the 6 of Pentacles, I really felt that both of you are the type of people who has a soft heart. For people in general, especially the less fortunate, okay? You have a big heart, group number 2, okay? Let's try to pull it more. And there's something about being deep and profound. That's also the energy I'm getting for others of you. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Group number 2. Okay. Loss. All right. And again, there's an image of a boat. So there's really something about travel. And then bodies of water. I just said that earlier. A lot of water, right? When I saw the image of the 3 of Cups, where there's actually 3 women, near the swimming pool. So there's something about that. Maybe the both of you enjoy going to the beach, or the both of you love any type of, or like what I said, any type of body of water, whether it's lake, beaches, or waterfalls, right? I'm also getting that. And then you got playing it safe over here. So what I'm actually hearing based on these 2 cards now, both of you are very cautious people. You don't jump into something right away, all right? Either you really needed to look into it multiple times before you take action, or before you actually commit to something. And that's because it's also possible that both of you are afraid of failure, all right? That's another possibility with the Lost card over here. Let's try to pull it more. It's also possible that for others of you, it can be related to love and romance. So you were both hurt over the past, and you are very careful when it comes to giving your heart to someone. What else? What will you share in common with your future spouse? Actually, let's put it here. We'll just fix it. There you go. Wow, energy field adjustment or cleansing and health. So yeah, I'm getting here that both of you are, again, I'm really sensing something about healing. for group number 2. Either both of you are natural healers. I'm not going to be surprised if somebody who chose this pile is an energy healer or practitioner, whether you're doing Reiki, or both of you are very much familiar with the universal energy, such as Reiki or Chi, right? Or even prana, life force. And I'm also getting here as well that both of you are probably the type of people who also constantly needed to cleanse themselves, all right? Because when you go to nature, right, or even bodies of water like the beach, it's very healing. And that's probably because of you are surrounded by a lot of toxicity even, or you had to kind of like break free from the rest of the crowd so you can actually ground yourself, get yourself centered and balanced again. That's also what I'm getting here. Let's try to pull it more. What will you share in common with your future spouse, group number 2? Heart chakra. Okay, so 2 things. Number 1, like what I said, both of you are very kind, compassionate, empathic people, or sympathetic. You both have a big heart, okay? Like what I said, you care for people. You have this compassion for the less fortunate, especially with that 6 of Pentacles. And at the same time, what I'm getting as well with the heart chakra, both of you were hurt or deeply hurt over the past, especially got the lost card over here. And so I feel that at one point, both of you had some sort of like heart chakra blockages in which you are being very protective of your heart, or you're kind of like a little bit, not necessarily close off, but either you're afraid to love again, and that's because of your past experience, and you just wanted to play things safe. That's crazy. I'm actually having a hard time talking for group number 2. It's weird, all right? So I don't know if it's just the Mercury retrograde or something, but I suddenly, had a hard time talking for some reason. So maybe it's also possible with the heart chakra that maybe both of you are also struggling in terms of expressing yourself, okay? That's another possibility for others of you. You try to keep some things to yourself, and that's because you're playing things safe, okay? Let's try to pull it more. What will you share in common with your future spouse, group number 2? Okay, let's see here. Peace. Wow. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy, which is tied to this energy field adjustment. And it says aura cleansing and health. So that is so freaking beautiful. Both of you are very much aware when it comes to energies or the power of energy. Everything is energy, right? And so I'm getting here that both of you are very sensitive to that. So just like for group number 1, for some of you, you are empaths as well, okay? You're very sensitive to energies and even, to your surroundings, the people that you're dealing with. And so, like what I said earlier, I feel that there are times in which both you and your future spouse needed to withdraw a little bit, all right? Or to get some space for yourselves so you can actually cleanse yourself. You can get yourself centered and balanced again, or to get your balance back. And I feel as well that both of you, again, with a peace card, you both are very peace-loving individuals, all right? You don't like conflict. You don't like drama. You walk away from drama, which makes sense because of earlier you got the 6 of Swords. And 6 of Swords is talking about walking away from the storm or moving away from the storm, and you're moving towards peaceful waters. So what this is suggesting to me is that you avoid conflict, and this person also do not like any conflict or any negativity or any low vibrational energy. So both of you are very much aware when it comes to the importance or when it comes to the power of energy. Again, whether both of you are also kind of like doing Reiki, something to do with that. Like, yeah, something around universal energy, Chi, or prana. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's see. Let's try to pull up more. What do you share in common, or what will you share in common with your future spouse? Are you freaking kidding me? You got emotional withdrawal. What the freak? A lot of water That's crazy. It started off with the Queen of Water and then the Nine of Cups, which is the water energy. There's a lot of bodies of water that we're seeing. Wow. So I won't be surprised if both of you have water in your chart. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And again, it says emotional withdrawal. So that's exactly what I was just talking about, that you needed to withdraw a little bit, okay? Whether it's from the society, you know, like you wanted to go in hermit mode, like I need some space for myself. I've been surrounded with so many energies that I got drained. So I'm getting a strong energy of some of you guys, not all of you, are empaths like myself, okay? That I needed as well to retreat. If it's too much, if I could sense some toxicity or low vibrational energies, I steer away from that, okay? And some people do not understand that at all. They're always judging me as somebody's very weird, or I have my own little world, or I'm actually in this, you know, bubble or what. And if you're an empath, just like me, you're not weird, okay? It's very, very necessary for us to take a break or to step away to protect our energies, to ground our energies, okay? And so I see that with this emotional withdrawal, you walk away, because this is the Eight of Cups, you walk away from any conflict, any sort of negative energy, because you really value peace, okay, and positivity. And I'm drawn to this image of a guy praying, okay? So for some of you, what you and your future spouse will share together, or both of you will share the same type of religious beliefs. For others of you, that's a possibility. It's also possible that both of you are very spiritual. Both of you connect so much in nature, or you like to, go into nature, especially that we're seeing a lot of bodies of water over here. And I'm also hearing something around meditation. So maybe same type of practice. Both of you like to meditate. That's another message that's coming through for someone out there. Very interesting. It's a totally different energy from group number 1, which I love, by the way. All right, let's see what else. What will you share in common with your future spouse, group number 2? Yeah, a lot of greens, right? It's also possible that both of you love that color green, if not white. It's color green. So something about peace, right? Or soothing energy, tranquility. Are you kidding me? Saw me shuffle. You got the flow card. And again, we're seeing the image of a waterfall. Another body or type of water, or body of water. Crazy. So like what I said earlier, I feel that both of you and your future spouse, either love going to the beach, or any, bodies of water, lakes, rivers, okay, waterfalls. Oh my gosh. And it says here too, emotions can overflow unless you release them, okay? So what I'm actually hearing is this. For some of you, not all of you, both of you are hurt over the past. And so what happened was you have tried your very best, and even your future spouse have tried their very best to protect their heart, because I was drawn to the heart chakra earlier. And so I'm getting something around emotional wounds or traumas from the past. And I feel as well that some of you guys are very much guarded with your feelings, or has a tendency to keep your feelings to yourselves. So I feel that both of you are the same. And again, not for all of you, it's just for some of you. And no wonder you got the emotional withdrawal over here, all right? But for others of you, what you share in common with your future spouse is that both of you like to be in the present moment, all right? You don't want to complicate things. You don't want to jump into the future all the time, okay? You just go with the flow as well. All right, what else? I love this reading. What do you share in common with your future spouse, group number 2? Oh, both of you are very spiritual people. Oh my gosh, I just said that when I saw this guy, all right? And then you have the thinking man. So here's what I'm seeing. With the temple path, it's possible that both of you have the same soul lesson in life, all right? For instance, both of you needed to learn the lesson of self-love in this lifetime, all right? That's really what I'm hearing. And at the same time, both of you are very spiritual people. That's why I picked up a lot of psychics, healers, or people who practice some sort of like divination, who chose this pile as well. Okay. And yeah, I'm drawn to this guy holding this crystal, clear quartz. So it's also possible that both you and your future spouse, since I'm seeing here something around spirituality, and that is beautiful, that your spiritual group number 2 and your future spouse is also the same, or they have the same interests as yours, whether it's astrology, psychic work, energy healing, right? Or even crystals. So maybe both of you are into crystals as well, because I'm drawn to this guy holding this clear quartz cluster, right? And it says the thinking man. So I feel that both of you are highly intelligent, or you guys are very logical people, or the type of people who are deep thinkers as well. Okay. Maybe an air sign, or this person may have air in their chart as well. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right, let's see what else. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Group number 2. Oh, yes, look at that. Details, details. Wow, you pay attention to details, right? And the same goes for your future spouse. They're actually really observant people, okay? They pay attention to the tiniest details that some people might actually even miss it, but they won't miss it, or they don't miss it, okay? And it says clarity. So I feel that both you and your future spouse, like what I said, I'm not going to be surprised if some of you are air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I also do have Aquarius in my chart. My moon sign is in Aquarius, and my rising sign is Libra. So again, air signs, they love to think. Okay, they love to think, although they do have the tendency to overanalyze or overthink. So that's a possibility for some of you guys. You both are deep thinkers, very logical people. You pay attention, again, to the tiniest details. You always have a lot of questions in your mind because you're trying to search for the truth. You're trying to search for some clarity. Just like with this guy over here. He's holding a clear quartz cluster. So clear quartz is a crystal for clarity. That's why it's clear quartz, right? And it says here clarity as well. So anything that confuses you or your future spouse, wow, it's gonna, be really, really challenging for them because they always wanted to find the truth or to seek for the truth. Or in other words, both of you are truth seekers here. That's really what I'm getting. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm having a hard time talking for group 2. That's interesting. All right, let's see what else. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Group number 2. Fulfillment. Okay. The unexpected. All right. Wow, I'm drawn to this. There's something about twins. So not for all of you, obviously, but somebody who's actually watching this collective reading or pile number 2 collective reading. And again, not for all of you, of course, but maybe you have a twin. And this person may also have a twin, okay? There's something about that. Wow, very interesting. This can also be a same-sex connection for others of you. I'm also hearing both of you are close to your sister. I'm also hearing that. Oh my gosh, healing the heart. Crazy. That's why I got the heart chakra, right? So both of you were deeply hurt in the past, okay? So whether this is caused by some emotional wounds or trauma rooted from your childhood, it can be from a previous, love connection, whatever it is that broke your heart, and this person too, okay? They were deeply heartbroken. And that's why for some of you guys who will resonate with this, you do have the tendency to be a little bit guarded with your emotions or close off even. And that's because of you were hurt or deeply hurt. And this person too, okay? And I feel that both of you with the unexpected card over here and healing the heart, what I'm actually hearing from Spirit is that both of you are going to be surprised that you share the same story. For instance, I can't believe it. That's also the same thing that happened to me. I was cheated by my ex, let's just say. All right? You were cheated too? I can't believe it. I also encountered the same. Or it can also be that both of you have the same type of childhood trauma, right? And I feel as well, group number 2, there's really something around healing, okay? So for some of you guys, either you are a healer or you are actually in a type of career where you're probably working in the health industry, if not necessarily like Reiki energy healing, because I got Reiki very, very strongly, or other form of energy healing, okay? I really got that very strongly for some of you. So I feel that a lot of healers chose group number 2 as well. I feel as well that, speaking of healing, you both have that in you. You know, you have natural healing abilities. And that's probably why there's a lot of people who wanted to be near you guys. Okay, that's also what I'm hearing. A lot of people wanted to open up to you. And this future spouse of yours also, you know, encounters the same thing. All right. Wow. And with the fulfillment card, what I'm actually hearing from Spirit is that both of you are really patient people, okay? That's really what I heard when I saw this fruit over here. You've planted the seed, kind of like the 7 of Pentacles. You planted in the seed and you're just waiting for it to grow. So I'm getting something around being patient when it comes to your wishes or desire. And I feel as well that both of you are really going to be having the same type of love language. That's another thing that I'm actually hearing that would actually make you feel so emotionally satisfied. I feel that both of you are emotional. That's really what I'm getting here too. Both of you are deeply sensitive and emotional. No wonder you got a lot of water energies with the Queen of Water and the 9 of Cups as well. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. Let's try to pull up this deck. What else, Spirit? What will they share in common with their future spouse? Ooh, that's a lot. But Spirit wanted me to take it. Well, let's do that. Signs and clues. The universe is talking to you. So both you and your future spouse are probably getting a lot of signs, okay? Or you will be receiving signs. Your future spouse is receiving signs from you and vice versa, all right? What else? Time apart, a time of separation. I'm also getting here, there's something about, again, profession, because we see here a pilot. So not necessarily you are a pilot and this person is also, you know, working for the aviation. But it can just mean that both of you are in the same work industry. Unexpected connection. Opposites attract, though, even though this reading is all about what you share in common. So I feel that both of you are actually different in some ways, you know. However, there are still some things that you both share in common. For instance, there's something about culture. So I won't be surprised if some of you guys would be marrying a person from a different ethnicity or culture, all right? Especially with this time apart. You are probably separate from each other right now, and I'm talking about geographical distance. And yet you complement each other so much, or there are still some things that you both share in common, like what I said, whether it's around life story, same childhood trauma, right? And then you got the honest communication over here. So this is nice. Both of you value integrity or honesty, okay? You're the type of people, and your future spouse is also the same, in which when you guys have issues or what, you both wanted to sit down and talk to each other and have this heart-to-heart conversation instead of running away from conflict, instead of actually escaping from it, all right? And I feel that both of you would enjoy this as a couple, that both of you like to have this really beautiful conversation or communication, or you're both opening up. Yeah, that's really nice. And I feel, you know, there's something about being betrayed as well for group number 2. Because both of you value integrity. So maybe both of you encountered some dishonest individuals in the past, or you have trust issues. I'm also hearing that, okay? So yeah, there's something about trust issues. So that's another possibility about the things that you both share in common. You may have trust issues because of your past. Because again, there's a lot of cards around heartbreak, okay? And your person or your future spouse encountered the same. They also have trust issues, okay? So I feel that both of you are going to be really close off at first or a little bit guarded. I'm actually kind of like picking up, that both of you are going to be tiptoeing your way, all right? You're trying to gauge each other is also what I'm hearing. Okay, what else? Very interesting. Let's pull up this deck. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Ooh, sexuality. Ooh. So what I actually heard about this, and I have to be very careful because YouTube is really strict. I noticed that too. But yeah, both of you are, very sexual people, all right? Or high sex drive is really what I'm hearing, okay? Very passionate, yeah. Or you don't have any trouble in expressing yourself, okay? And again, I heard same sex for others of you, okay? It's a same sex connection. Ooh, both of you are very compatible. Come on, look at that. Compatibility. Yeah, talk about sharing the same things in common or having the same common denominator, right? And even though you're opposite in some ways, because you got the opposites attract, so maybe both of you are not really going to be expecting that you would be marrying this type of person. Maybe you have your own ideal type of partner. For instance, this person is not your usual type. Maybe you like blonde-haired women, or you like guys who are actually really tall, things like that. But despite of the differences, you would be surprised about the many things that you share in common still, okay? Yeah, you guys are very compatible. There's something about sexual chemistry. I really got that. Yeah, because you guys are soulmates. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Both of you are really compatible because of you guys are soulmates. And I feel that you had several lifetimes with this person. Okay. All right. Let's try to pull up another set of cards. And look at this. This is crazy. Both of them are wearing the same type of clothes. So what this is suggesting to me is that both of you have the same taste when it comes to style or fashion, or maybe both of you are very fashionable as well, or you both dress well as well. That's also what I'm getting. Interesting. And yeah, with the image of this butterfly, both of you transformed, all right? And that's because of the many things that you have to experience in your past, all right? You grew so much, or both of you are also healing each other, is also what I'm hearing from Spirit, by the way. There's that very powerful healing energy for group number 2. Both of you are very hardworking people. Honestly, with this overload, this is suggesting to me that both of you are super hardworking, okay? Overwork is actually what I'm getting. Wow. Yeah, because overload is also talking about access and workload, or both of you are very much overwhelmed in your job, or you have a lot of tasks, you have a lot of responsibilities. But you got collaboration. So both of you are team players, or you value teamwork, partnership, collaboration. Okay, that's nice. Or you both believe in unity, right? And with the image of the laptop, so again, there's something about that. Maybe that's related to what you're doing as part of your job, as well as your future spouse. That's what I'm getting. Something around technology as well for others of you. I keep on hearing trading. I don't know, I'm hearing that. Something to do with trading, online work. I don't know, I'm getting that. Online work or commerce. So maybe both of you are selling something online, or this is part of your job that you have to, you're earning money from the thing that you're doing online. That's what I'm getting to. Wow. Anyway. For some of you, same hair color, by the way. For instance, both of you have the same hair color, which is black or sandy brown or eye color even. Oops, a lot of cards. Let's just get one. Ooh, fate. Okay, crazy. So 2 things. That's why I picked up for group number 2. I'm really getting a strong psychic healing energy. So a lot of psychics, energy healers, spiritual light workers actually chose this pile. Okay, so this is definitely my confirmation. So we see here the fate card, and it shows a tarot reader. So you may be a tarot reader, and this person is also a tarot reader, or somebody who does any type of divination work or spiritual career, okay? It's also possible that this person is also interested, not necessarily that they do that as their way of living, but they are also very much interested in what you're doing. If you're a tarot reader, they're also spiritual people, like what I said, okay? Interesting. I love that. All right, so let's see. Let's pull up this deck. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Wow, okay. So both of you were rejected in the past. No wonder you got the healing, the heart card, and the heart chakra. So yeah, I'm hearing 2 messages. So both of you were deeply hurt from a past connection because it was an unrequited love or you were rejected, okay? For others of you, both of you are really very, romantic people, like you believe in true love and all that. You're both kind of like trying to manifest the one, okay? That's also what I'm hearing, manifesting your true love. That's also what I got. So only take what resonates. Okay, what is this? Ooh, explorer. So there's really something about the ocean. Crazy. That's why there's a lot of bodies of water. Like what I said, I feel that both of you are the type of people who enjoys being around bodies of water, whether it's lake, ocean, all right, or beaches, waterfalls. We've seen that earlier. That's crazy. Now we see the ship. Or there's something about traveling, okay? It's also possible, since we've seen that you are opposite in some ways, maybe it's just basically, you know, the culture, or you both are from different cultures, but you share a lot of common interests, okay? Or even beliefs. So there's something about that. And if it's all about career or job, somebody's working in the ship, okay? That's also what I got. Whether somebody's a seafarer or somebody's actually working at a kind of like, cruise is what I'm actually hearing. Or something to do with studying the ocean. I don't know who's this for. That's crazy. I'm hearing that right now. Oh my gosh, both of you are very strong people. And it says trauma. I don't know if you're seeing that. Let me just, there you go. So like what I said earlier, both of you went through a lot of hardships as well in life, but it actually transformed you to become a warrior. You became strong because of your past or because of the heavy past, all right? That is really interesting. I'm also getting here that somebody's watching this pile may have some sort of like issues with their stomach, constipation especially, all right? So that's another possibility. Maybe you are also a person who's dealing with those type of issues, any issues around the stomach, whether it's ulcer, right? And constipation was so strong. I don't know who's this for, but I got that. And I feel it's also related to some stress, or somebody's actually holding back their feelings a lot. Because again, it can manifest in your physical body, right? So something around that, stress, anxiety, okay, which is causing all of these physical issues, all right, especially around the stomach area. Okay, so Let's see what else. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Ooh. Lunar eclipse. It says deep emotional cleanse. Crazy. Again, emotions, right? You have emotional withdrawal. You have a lot of images of bodies of water, water signs even, okay? So yeah, I really feel that both of you had to purge something from the past, okay? Yeah. And I'm getting something around closing out a very significant cycle. Both of you are going to be a catalyst for change. So maybe that's why I keep on picking up healing for the both of you. And it says transformation. Crazy. I just said that earlier when I saw the image of the butterfly. Wow. It's like both of you needed to go through this dark period or dark cycle, like dark night of the soul. And I keep on hearing the word purging. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Ooh, Scorpio energy. So somebody's a Scorpio. No wonder there's a lot of water signs. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, especially Scorpio. You may be a Scorpio, or this person, your future spouse, may have Scorpio in their chart. And yeah, there's something about forgiveness. So I feel that both of you were deeply hurt in the past, but both of you needed to learn how to forgive. That's part of the soul lesson even, okay? Both of you had some sort of like an awakening, maybe after you're actually, going through this dark night of the soul. So there's rebirth for the both of you. Okay. And it says spiritual story. So crazy. I feel that both you and your future spouse are either highly psychic, highly intuitive, very spiritual people. Oh my gosh. I love this pile. All right. What else? And this is interesting. There's an image of an angel. Wow. So both of you are, again, very angelic. You may be an earth angel. This person is too. Okay? Like what I said, you both are very compassionate people. You like to be of help to people. You're very generous. Okay? You're very empathic. So yeah, I won't be surprised if you guys are also empaths or earth angels. Okay? Hierophant. And again, we see a priest. Crazy. So for some of you, both of you are very deeply religious, because I'm drawn to the image of the priest first, all right? You're both deeply religious, but it's also talking about commitment. So I feel that both of you take relationships seriously, and that's because of you were hurt in the past, you were betrayed, you were cheated on. There's something around trust issues, okay? So I feel that both of you are also careful when it comes to commitment. So either both of you, you may have only a few relationships, this person too, that's the common denominator. Or you've been single for a long time, this person is too. Or somebody's non-committal even, okay? And that's because they were hurt. So that's another message that's coming through. On top of that, they're also showing me here that both of you are, very devoted. There's something about devotion. Very devoted and loyal to your partners, okay? Or to each other, since this is your future spouse. And again, somebody's very religious. So earlier, I'm picking up something around spirituality, because spirituality is different from religion. So I feel that both of you are not only deeply spiritual, but also religious. Not for all of you, okay? That's good. I love that. All right, let's see what else. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Group number 2. Family. What did I just said at the very start of the reading? Do you still remember the 10 of Pentacles? Right? When I saw this card, I specifically said that both of you are family-oriented people. Okay? You value family a lot. All right? It's also possible, not for all of you, that you were probably married before and you may have children from your ex or a child from your ex, and they too have children or a child from a previous marriage or previous relationship. Okay? So only take what applies. And this says siblings. And earlier I heard something about being close to your siblings or a sister even. That's also what I got. Both of you are very committed people. Again, Hierophant is all about commitment. Wow. This is something that you'll be sharing in common for sure. And there's something about loyalty because it says here fidelity. Crazy. And loyalty too. Wow. Faithful, loyalty, fidelity. Crazy. And both of you are very sincere as well. Okay. I'm also hearing that both of you, maybe there's only two of you in the family. That includes you and this future spouse of yours. Maybe they only have one brother or sister. So it's just, you know, another additional message for someone out there. And again, the color white. What did I said at the very start of the reading? There's something about the freaking color white. Okay, so there's something about purity as well, right? Because I noticed there's a lot of color white in your cards. Even this guy is wearing all white, as well as green for others of you, okay? So maybe that's your favorite color, whether it's green or white. And you both share the same, you know, interest for that color. You guys are really going to be powerful support systems to each other. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. That's why there's a lot of healing, growth, and transformation within this connection between you and your future spouse. And it says trust. I just realized this now. Trust. And it makes sense because you got loyalty and fidelity. So trust is very, very important for you and your future spouse. That's the one thing that you would also be sharing in common. And that's because you were heartbroken, okay? Both of you have trust issues, okay? And maybe that's why you don't open up easily. And this person too is afraid of commitment or is afraid to fall in love again. Okay, what else, Spirit? What will they share in common with their future spouse? Okay. Freedom. So both of you are freedom loving. All right. Both of you may have options. That's another possibility. All right. Maybe there's a lot of people who's trying to grab your attention. You have a lot of admirers. And this person too may have so many options, but there's something that stands out with you, group number 2. And both of you, all right, are going to be feeling the same way. All right. Like you would find your future spouse so unique and rare, even though you're surrounded with options. You see the potential in this connection. For some reason, I keep on carrying, like, even though this person is scared to fall in love again or may have trust issues, with you, it's like they wanted to take a risk. That's what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. And they're glad that they took the risk, okay? Because they were able to uncover that you're different from those people that they have to deal with from their past. Both of you are also very flexible type of people, okay? Very open-minded, flexible. That's another common denominator between you and your future spouse. Let's get one last card from this deck. Ooh, there's a lot. But yeah, Spirit wanted me to take this. So again, meditation. I said that earlier when I saw the emotional withdrawal card. Crazy, right? And again, she's actually near the body of water. What the freak? So both of you enjoy going to the beach or near bodies of water. Like what I said, I feel both of you are very spiritual. Both of you either like to meditate, okay? Wow. Or both of you needed to take a break or to take a step back, because that's also the energy I'm getting here. You know how to relax. Or I feel as well that after a long day, you know, at work, or since you guys are very hardworking people, right, with the overload over here, I feel both of you like to spend some time going on vacations as well. All right, that's what I'm getting. Interesting. I love the reading for group number 2. There's so many powerful confirmation here. And there's also something about sleep, All right. So what I actually heard from Spirit, either both of you are morning people or night owls. Okay. So again, just switch. If you're a night owl or you consider yourself as a night owl, your future spouse is the same. Okay. Alrighty. So what's next? Let's actually pull up a message for you. And then I'm going to be pulling up some additional details that I've channeled about what you and your future spouse will share together or share in common. But first, let's get a message. You got 2. So it says here, respect your relationships. And that's beautiful. I feel that both of you also know how to respect each other. And like what I always say in my readings, respect is very, very important. It's one of the recipes for a successful connection. Not just love connection or love partnership, but connections in general. Without respect, there is no love. Okay? So I feel that this is one thing that both of you are really going to be liking about each other. You value integrity, you value honesty, you value respect, or you respect each other's boundaries as well, okay? And I'm drawn to the image of, yeah, people who are wearing some office attire. So again, it's also possible that both of you are in the same type of industry, work industry, same type of job, okay? All right, or just basically both of you are very diligent, hardworking people. And then you got the cherish your relationship. And there's a married couple over here. So I feel that both of you are really going to be making each other feel that you guys are important to each other, right? That's really what I'm hearing when I saw this cherish card. Like your future spouse would be treating you the same, or they would be making you feel that you're important to them, that they cherish every single moment with you. And you're probably also the same, okay? That's interesting. I still love this. So before we actually end this reading, I'll be pulling up some, additional details here. I've channeled this actually, and I'll be pulling up a lot since this is a collective reading. Okay. All right. I feel like pulling up more. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Let's start off with this one. Both of you enjoy your freedom. Are you kidding me? Because that's what I actually saw with this convertible card. So both of you are freedom-loving individuals, or both of you enjoy your freedom. You respect each other's space, okay? You're not clingy. This person is not clingy, okay? Wow. So freedom-loving individuals, all right? So that's the similarity between you and your future spouse. What else? Both of you share the same principles and philosophy in life. Wow. That's beautiful. I love this. I feel that both of you are very deep people, you know? Especially that it says philosophy in life. So either both of you are very philosophical, all right? What else? Both of you have the same taste in music. So, yeah, because I was drawn earlier to the image of a concert, right? Remember this? This is the card that you got at the very start of the reading, where there's actually somebody performing on stage singing. So I feel that both of you love music so much, or singing so much, or just the same taste when it comes to music. Because that's what it says here. Both of you have the same taste in music. Okay? What else? Both of you are intuitive. Bingo! Remember the Queen of Water? All right, there's a lot of water energy. So either both of you have water in your chart. And again, water signs are the psychics of the zodiac. So I'm really getting a strong psychic energy for group number 2. So yeah, both of you are very intuitive, strong intuition. Some of you are tarot readers even, or psychics, okay? What else? Shares the same taste in food, or both of you are foodie. Okay, all right. So not only when it comes to music, but also when it comes to food. Maybe, for instance, both of you love eating pasta, right? So that's interesting. Okay, what else? Both of you are patient or impatient. So I put impatient there because some of you guys are going to be identifying yourselves as, oh no, I'm a very impatient person. So either of those two things, whether you consider yourself as a very patient person, if you are, then your future spouse is also the same. You're very patient, okay? So next we have, do we have the patient keyword? Or maybe that was actually for another group. Yeah, anyway. Both of you are sensitive. Oh my gosh, I feel that a lot of water signs chose this pile. I said that when we actually saw the Queen of Water. Sensitive people, emotional, all right, intuitive. So yeah, I'm a water sign myself. I'm a Scorpio. So yeah, so I'm getting that both of you are very intuitive and very sensitive. What else? Or even sensitive to energies. Because I also picked up something about energy healing, right? Whether both of you are into energy healing or practices Reiki, Chi. Okay, I'm getting that. There's something about that. All right, so next, both of you were cheated on or betrayed by an ex or past connection. Now, that is crazy. Group number one also got this. So if you were also drawn to group number one, you may want to check that out for some additional information. But no wonder you have healing the heart chakra, all right? And there's something about trust issues, right? I said that earlier because both of you were cheated on or betrayed by somebody. If it's not an ex, it's somebody that they gave their full trust on, right? Wow. Let's see what else. Both of you takes relationships seriously. So yeah, I said that too earlier. I even heard from Spirit that maybe you only had a few relationships, or this person, probably they only had like 2 to 3 boyfriends or girlfriends, or even just 2, right? Or they don't fall in love easily, but when they do, they fall hard and deep, okay? And they take it seriously. Commitment is very, very important to this person. And the same goes for you, okay? So that's another thing that you are going to be sharing in common with each other. What else? Both of you have several options or admirers. Are you kidding me? You saw me, right? I was just kind of like trying to even mix this up, and all of them are folded. So I can't really, do cherry picking or what. You saw that. And earlier we were talking about around something about options. I even said that you are probably, popular yourself. You have a lot of admirers. You have a lot of options. And this person too has a lot of admirers, has a lot of options. Okay. Crazy. Wow. All right. Next, you have, both of you are very sporty or athletic. Okay. Some of you might resonate with this. Both of you like sports, or very sporty or athletic. Okay. Last but not the least, because your reading is way too long, group number 2, which I love. Okay. So both of you were married to someone before. Crazy. Okay. Remember when I saw this family card? For some of you guys, maybe you were married before, you have a child with your ex, and this person too, okay? All right, or at least you were just married before. That's also another common denominator between you and your future spouse. So there you go, group number 2. I so freaking love group 2's reading. It's so beautiful, very strong psychic, healing energy, which I really love. So I hope that this gave you some insight or some ideas about what are the common things between you and your future spouse, or the same interests, all right, or the common denominator between you both. And so, yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 2. Again, I'll be seeing you next week. Love and light. Bye-bye. Hey, yeah, group number 3, you have chosen green moonstone, which is a very beautiful crystal, by the way. So let's go ahead and find out, what will you share in common with your future spouse? Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide clear guided messages for the collective we chose, pile number 3. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, that was actually really strong. You have 8 of Swords. Okay. Next, you have Knight of Wands. Then you have Nine of Swords. My gosh, wow, I can't believe this. A lot of Swords energies. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You may be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or your future spouse may have air in their chart too. Two of Pentacles. Okay. All right. I feel some of you might actually meet your future spouse online, really. Because I'm drawn to the image of technology here, or laptop, right? So yeah, very interesting. Knight of Swords again, Swords energies, wow. Okay, okay. Wow, and the High Priestess. Pisces and Virgo. Bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. Okay. So, we're seeing here a lot of Swords energies, just like what I said. You and your future spouse may have air in your chart somewhere, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or maybe both of you are air signs, right? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also seeing here fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, especially Sag. And then I'm also seeing here Pisces, if it's water, and then Virgo, if it's actually earth. All right, so what I'm actually seeing based on the cards, group number 3, is that both you and your future spouse are logical people, all right? So both of you likes to think. And I'll be very honest, both of you likes to overthink even, okay? Because look at this guy over here. He's trapped in his own thoughts, right? He kept on thinking. So either both of you are deep thinkers or you like to think a lot, and your future spouse is also the same, okay? Especially got the Nine of Swords over here. So Nine of Swords, as we may know, or maybe all of you may know about it, it's talking about overthinking, overanalyzing, having sleepless nights. And speaking of sleepless nights, that's also possible. Maybe both of you have insomnia or having a hard time or some sort of like a trouble in terms of sleeping. Another common denominator between you and your future spouse, I feel that both of you, not to say that you guys are non-committal, but it's possible that maybe you don't really rush when it comes to relationships. Your future spouse is also probably enjoying their status of being single, right? Like maybe they are not really in a rush to be in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. And maybe the same goes for you. Like you really just enjoy being single. You're not really looking for love, or you're not really kind of like pressuring yourself to marry or what. That's the energy I'm getting, because Knight of Wands is somebody, not to say that they are totally non-committal, but maybe they don't like to settle down for now, all right? They just enjoy being free. So there's something about independence as well. So both of you are probably very independent people. Both of you are very smart, for sure, since we're seeing a lot of swords here. And swords is equivalent to thoughts, communication, all right? We'll get to the communication part earlier, but when it comes to thoughts, I feel that on top of you guys are very logical, perceptive, analytical type of individuals. Both of you are really smart, very witty or quick-witted, okay? And I'm getting here as well that before you actually decide, so it's possible that both of you are indecisive. I'm also getting that from Spirit. Or before you actually decide about something, you have to weigh things carefully. You really go over it multiple times. Like, yeah, I'm seeing that very clearly in my mind right now. I'm also getting here that, yeah, both of you are probably afraid of rejection, because I also got that. Especially you have the Four of Cups. So I see here that both of you are very careful when it comes to what you're going to be saying to the person that you like. I'm hearing that very strongly right now. Like somebody's very conscious of what they're going to be saying, because they're afraid that maybe the other person would take it the other way, or maybe this person is going to be rejecting me. I keep on hearing the word rejection for group number 3. So either you were both rejected from a past connection, or you experienced a really, really traumatic, type of rejection from someone in the past. That's why you are very careful with your words, or you're very careful when it comes to the matters of the heart, okay? I'm also getting here as well that both of you are very straightforward people, okay? So you say what you mean is actually what I'm hearing from Spirit. Some of you guys with the Knight of Swords, not to say you both are tactless, but when you're upset, or when you wanted to speak your truth, it's really going to be the cold truth, harsh truth is actually what I'm hearing. So some of you guys are actually really blunt, that it can be putting someone off sometimes, or very straightforward, very cutting. Again, swords, it's very cutting. And then you got the High Priestess. So I'm actually hearing very strongly that for some of you guys, both of you are highly intuitive people, very spiritual. Some of you are practicing some sort of like a divination. All right. Some of you are also into meditation, because we see here this lady meditating. Okay. Very spiritual. And at the same time, I feel that both of you are enlightened people. Okay. That's also what I'm getting. And it's probably because of your past experiences. You've learned a lot from your journey, is what I'm getting here. Because the High Priestess is somebody who's very wise, okay? And something around guidance as well. For others of you, some of you guys and this future spouse of yours are very secretive or mysterious. Because the High Priestess is somebody who's very mysterious or secretive. Like you can't read the High Priestess. All right, so I feel that both of you are the same. On top of both of you are probably also very spiritual. I'm also getting a very, like chill, laid back energy. So for some of you, that's what you share in common with your future spouse. Both of you love gadgets or technologies. I don't know, I'm getting that. Somebody's a gamer here. Yeah, I'm drawn to this Nine of Swords. Like somebody kept on playing games, So maybe you are a gamer. This person is a gamer, okay? Or loves playing games. And I'm talking about like actual video game, all right? I'm not talking about being a player or something. But it can't be for some of you, because Knight of Wands is a player card, all right? But not for all of you. And there's something about same course of study. So for instance, you studied psychology, all right? So both of you are the same. And again, I'm also picking up that both of you appears to be serious, or it's hard to please you, or even this person, okay? Or it's hard for the both of you to get aroused, by something. I keep on hearing that. Like, usually you don't pay attention to some things. But when you're actually kind of like, or when something piqued your interest, let me put it that way, you're really going to be so fixated on it. And I feel that your future spouse is the same. So there's something about it's hard to please you, or your future spouse is also kind of like that. I feel that both of you dislike shallow stuffs or small talks or conversation. For some of you, both of you are loners. That's also what I'm getting. You enjoy spending time all by yourself. And your future spouse is the same. They don't have any trouble having fun on their own or enjoying their own company, right? It's also possible that both of you are home buddies, okay? Yeah, there's something about having some time alone. Even on these cards that we pulled up, all of them are alone by themselves, right? So I'm getting that both of you are the type who are either loners, all right, or who enjoy spending some time alone. Interesting. Okay, so let's actually pull up another set of cards. Wow, totally different energy from group 1, group 2, which I love. Okay, what else? What do you share in common? Or what will you share in common with your future spouse, group number 3? Queen of Water. Okay, water sign now. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Group number 2 got that card, by the way. It's quite interesting. So, with the Queen of Water, and again, it's tied to the High Priestess. So you may have Pisces in your chart as well, or any other water sign. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. High Priestess is somebody who's very psychic or intuitive. And water signs are the psychics of the zodiac. All right, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So very intuitive, very deep, emotional, sensitive. You got the Courage card, okay? So I'm actually getting here that both you and your future spouse are tough people, right? You're very brave, or you have to learn to become brave because of the many hardships or battles that you have to face in life, okay? That's also what I'm getting. All right, let's see what else. For some of you, it's height. Not for all of you, though, but I also got that. All right, something about, because I keep on hearing, yeah. Well, maybe not necessarily both of you have the same height, but both of you, again, are very, I'm getting a spunky attitude or feisty or very tough, all right? I even heard small but terrible. I don't know who's this for, but maybe you're short and people were really blown away because even though you are small, but you're terrible. All right. I don't know who's that for, but I'm hearing that right now. Oh my gosh. All right. What else? Wow. Both of you are very attractive. Are you freaking kidding me? You got the beauty card. Wow. So both of you are very physically attractive. Okay. Very graceful. Even if this is a guy or your future spouse, they have this strong feminine energy about them, okay? And again, both of you are really handsome and beautiful, okay? So that's nice. Let's try to pull it more. What will you share in common with your future spouse? New beginnings. So both of you are not afraid to take some risk. And that's why I got the Courage card, right? Both of you are risk takers, or both of you are not afraid to try out something new. It's also possible, like what I said, that you might meet this person online, because I was drawn to the image of laptop, something around online, okay, social media, and even with this image of the world over here. So it's possible that maybe you both are from different cultures or ethnicities, but you share so much, you know, amazing things together. Or both of you likes traveling, okay? Because the Fool card is a wanderer. So I feel that both of you loves to travel. You may travel for work, and the same goes for your future spouse, all right? So yeah, let's see, what else? What will you share in common with your future spouse, group number 3? Spread your wings. Okay, in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, it actually shows a guy holding a globe. How crazy is that? So there's really something about online, World Wide Web. All right, so maybe both of you would meet each other at this specific social media or any other platform, or both of you are probably doing that as part of your work. So there's something about online, okay? Maybe if it's around career, so maybe this person may have an online business, or you have an online business. I really got that very strongly. And again, both of you likes to plan things ahead, which is quite interesting because earlier on the first set of cards that we pulled up, I feel that both of you are very organized, or you like to plan things before you actually take action. And that's the energy of the Two of Wands. You don't just rush into something right away. You have to carefully think about it, examine it, all right? But sometimes overanalyze it, all right? That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. But yeah, Once you're actually confident about your decision, you're not afraid to go for it or to take a leap of faith. So both of you are the same. All right, let's see. What else? What will you share in common with your future spouse? Group number 3. Okay, what is this? Judgment. Okay. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Now, this is quite interesting because what I actually heard when I saw that card, I feel that both of you were an outcast. I channeled that in one of the details that I'm about to show you at the latter part of this reading. So to see this, that's probably why I actually channeled that earlier. So somebody's watching this pile, you probably felt that you were poorly judged by the society, or you felt rejected. There's something about rejection, really, or there were so many people who may have, again, misjudged you, all right? And you don't feel as if that you belong to this world. That's also what I'm hearing. I feel both of you are going to be so shocked or surprised that both of you felt the same way. Like me too. I felt like I don't belong to this world, where I felt like I was always kind of like, you know, rejected by the society. I don't fit. I don't belong. I keep on hearing that. Okay. So something about being an outcast for some of you. All right. Let's try to pull it more. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Group number 3. Wow, healing. All right. So with the healing, I feel this is related to what both you and your future spouse have experienced in your past, in your childhood, right? There's also something about forgiveness. So I feel that both of you needed to learn how to release the past or to forgive the past. Maybe some of you guys, the common denominator is that you have the tendency, or even your future spouse, to hold on to some grudges, okay? So that's one thing. And another thing that I'm actually picking up, there's something around, because this is calling me out. I'm drawn to this ball of fire, or kind of like energy. So I kind of like got that for group number 2 as well. There's something about energy. So both of you are very much aware about the power of energy, life force, or universal life force, chi, okay? Yeah, somebody is also doing Tai Chi here. I don't know, like something like that, like martial arts even, or somebody is interested in some form of martial arts. Maybe both of you are, all right? Or something around energy healing, okay? Wow, interesting. Let's see, what else? What will you share in common with your future spouse? Group number 3. And I feel that both of you are very health conscious for some of you, or very fit at least. Okay, what else? Ooh, okay. Second chakra, Archangel Ethereal. All right. So both of you are very passionate people, okay? Both of you are very creative. And for others of you, both of you are, sexual, all right, or sensual. Sensual and passionate, or high sex drive. Okay, I really got that. So, or same, sexual appetite. So I have to be careful here because, again, YouTube is very strict. I also noticed that they're very particular with, some of the things or even images. So let's try to pull it more. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Group number 3. And by the way, I feel that both of you encountered the same type of challenges in life. All right. That's another common denominator. All right. What else? Education. Yeah. So like what I said, I feel that both of you shares the same type of soul lesson. Okay. With the education card, you learned a lot from your past. All right. For instance, both of you learned the lesson of self-love. all right, or self-worth, let's just say, or the lesson around forgiveness. That's another example, right? For the education, just like what I said earlier, if you can still remember, I heard something around same course of study, okay? That's what I got. Or you went to the same school, you'll be surprised, like, yeah, I also went to that school. I didn't see you there. Or I was surprised that you also studied on that school. So I'm also getting that. Or like what I said, for instance, both of you studied psychology, all right? So that's what I'm getting with this education card as well. Okay, what else, Spirit? Very interesting. Let's try to pull up this card. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Group number 3. Okay. Creation. So both of you are very creative, just like what I said. You're very innovative, as well as your future spouse. I'm getting a strong Aquarius energy for group number 3, to be quite honest, as well as Libra. So either both you and your future spouse have heavy air in your chart somewhere, all right? And even Virgo. So I'm really picking up, in terms of signs, Virgo, to be specific, Aquarius especially there's something around technology. You know, there's really something around technology, gadgets, science. I really got that. So both of you are very creative, innovative. You have a lot of original ideas. You guys are pioneers, all right? That's also what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. And in terms of, again, career, for some of you, maybe both of you are architects or engineers. I don't know. Somebody needed to hear that, okay? I also heard something around event planner. I don't know what this for, but I also heard that, okay? So anyway, let's try to pull up more. What will you share in common? Wow, that was so fast. You got stillness. Wow, something about grace. Because you got the beauty card and it says grace. And every time I see a swan, well, swans are very graceful animals, right? So there's something about that, grace and poise. So both of you share the same thing, right? Both of you are graceful. You're both very reserved and poised. I'm also getting that for some of you, both of you are very quiet people. I'm really hearing that very strongly right now. So for those who are resonating with, yeah, I'm a very quiet person, your future spouse is the same, okay? They're very quiet and reserved. And again, they don't enjoy small talks, all right? I feel for some of you, you're also the same. Because you guys are very deep thinkers. That sometimes people may actually see you as somebody who's very serious all the time. Again, not for all of you, but some of you. And again, with this image of the swan on top of grace, all right, or poise and elegance. So I feel both of you are very elegant people, very sophisticated as well. But I'm also getting here that both of you are, yeah, very loving individuals, all right? I feel that both of you are also romantic because swan is also related to soulmates or love. So I feel that your future spouse is your soulmate, okay, group number 3. That's why I feel like doing another soulmate reading for the other channel. So yeah, anyway, let's see. Let's try to pull up more. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Birds of a feather. All right. Well, talk about common denominator or what you share in common, right? Birds of a feather flock together, all right? So a lot of, interest between you and your future spouse. I feel as well that friendship is very important to you guys. That's another thing. Or you guys are going to be starting out as friends. I'm also getting here that both of you will enjoy conversation. So some of you are actually quite reserved, shy. I also heard shy, by the way. So if you're shy, this person is shy too, okay? And then, like what I said, half of you guys or some groups of you are very quiet, but some of you guys are very communicative. So for those who are resonating with You are very communicative. Your future spouse is also like that. They're not afraid to speak their truth. They're not afraid to express themselves. All right. That's another thing that's really sticking out here. Plus, I also heard that both of you are very particular when it comes to associations. You may only have a few friends, and this person too, because they're very careful around associations. But I also picked up earlier that somebody's a loner. All right. And if you're a loner or you identify yourself as a loner, your future spouse is the same. Okay? All right. So very, very interesting here for group number 3. I love that it's different from the rest of the groups. Okay, what else? What will you share in common with your future spouse, group number 3? Yeah, let go of the past. Clear energy to allow more love in your life. So I feel that's why I got the healing card and something around forgiveness. So just like what I said, I feel that both of you are having a hard time letting go of the past. So you have the tendency maybe to dwell on the past, and your future spouse is also the same. Maybe they're still holding on to some sort of like a grudge, or the same goes for you. Okay. So both of you needed to learn this lesson. Okay. Remember, that's what I actually heard from Spirit, that both of you needed to, experience those things so you would actually grow from that experience. And part of the soul lesson is for you to learn how to forgive, to let go. All right. Not necessarily that you're going to be okay with what somebody may have done towards you, but it's more of like, okay, I'm letting it go. All right. Okay. So let's see what else. What will you share in common with your future spouse, group number 3? Okay, you got self-respect. That's nice. I love that. You have sacred woman. And you have sexual freedom. Okay, so with the self-respect, this is very straightforward from Spirit. Both of you value that, or you respect yourself. And this person, it's also the same. All right? Self-respect is very important as well for this person. Or that's also probably why there's a lot of people who admire this person too, because they respect themselves, because respect is earned, right? So that's what I'm actually getting, that both of you are going to be sharing in common. With a sacred woman, either both of you are very spiritual, or there's actually something around, healing too. Because I'm picking up something around shamans, I don't know why I heard this very strongly for someone out there. Or something around, thank you, Spirit. I also heard ancestral or generational trauma as part of what needs to be healed. Okay, I also got that too. And then you got the sexual freedom. So I feel that both of you don't have any trouble in expressing yourself, all right? But it can be the opposite. Both of you are having a hard time too. So only, take what applies. But I'm also getting that both of you are also going to be very, very expressive of your love through physical touch. I also got that. So maybe both of you have the same love language here. And there's something about Native American. So for some of you, that could be the common denominator for some of you, right? Around Native American or, tribe. I also got that very strongly. Okay. All right, let's try to pull it more. What else, Spirit? What will you share in common with your future spouse? Okay, you got the good news. Sweet dream. Okay. And then stubborn. All right. Okay, let's start off with the good news. So with the good news, both of you like to surprise, all right? Or both of you love surprises. That's another common denominator between you and your future spouse. You also both love to encourage someone, okay? Or you're good in terms of motivating someone. And then with a sweet dream, both of you are either having, some sort of like a trouble in terms of your sleep. Because remember, you got the 9 of Swords, all right? And so maybe, like what I said earlier, maybe you're having sleepless nights, this person too. So I feel that both of you are dealing with some sort of like sleep disorders or insomnia. That's another possibility. I'm also getting here that both of you are going to be dreaming about each other, by the way. All right. You're very much connected in the 5D is also what I heard from Spirit. And then you got a stubbornness. So both of you are stubborn. Very straightforward here, okay? Very stubborn. And it's like you're very fixated on your own beliefs or opinions. So maybe this is going to be some sort of like a challenge in this connection between you and your future spouse. That's because both of you are stubborn, all right? So, yeah. Anyway, that's quite cute as well. But let's see. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Group number 3. What is this? Oh, okay. All right. So somebody actually, grew up in a farm. I don't know, something about province. So that's also what I got very strongly. So there's something about that. For others of you, maybe money-wise, all right, you grew up in a poor family. That's also a possibility, all right? And you had to work your way to earn money. Both of you knew how to really work hard for the money or to earn money. What will you share in common with your future spouse? Very interesting. Both of you really, had to go through a lot of traumas for sure. All right. And something around emotional trauma is what I'm actually picking up. For some of you guys, both of you, if it's around career or work, and I got this for the other group, maybe both of you works in a type of career or job that is related to any bodies of water, or for instance, somebody's actually a seafarer, right? Or somebody's working at a luxury or some cruise, okay, or ship. That's also what I got. But there's also something about trauma around emotional wounds, okay, or some emotional wounds or traumas from the past. Somebody may have the same sort of like a tragic accident. For instance, you drowned when you were a kid, and you'll be surprised that your future spouse also, experienced the same thing. They almost died. They drowned. There's something about tragic accident, okay, which is the same for the both of you. And I'm just using that as an example. Whether you drowned when you were a kid, you almost died, and this person too. Oops, we'll just get the one that flipped. Are you freaking kidding me? Technology. See, I told you, group number 3, I can't believe this. Use of technology. That's why I was drawn to the images of there's a laptop, right? Some gadgets. Crazy. So I feel that both of you are into that. If you love, for instance, anything related to technology, gadgets, laptops, or what, science even. I also got that earlier. Very Aquarius. So again, I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of people who are actually air signs, most especially Aquarius, chose this pile. Okay. I really got that very strongly. All right. Let's see. What else? Let's pull up this deck. What will you share in common with your future spouse? You got Queen of Coins. The Fool. Yeah, you got the Fool card earlier, so that's double confirmation for some of you, Aries, okay, or any other earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So with the Queen of Coins, what this is suggesting to me is that both of you are either very perfectionist, all right, very ambitious, both of you are actually really good when it comes to finances, all right? And I feel that both of you are also very nurturing, very grounded, okay? Business savvy, it says here. Classy, which makes sense because when I saw the image of the swan, I really got that. There's something about poise, grace, elegance, or sophistication. Okay, very classy. Okay, all right. And then you got the Fool card. So remember I said something like both of you are not afraid to take some risk. Okay. So I feel, yeah, both of you are very spontaneous, adventurous, carefree for others of you. All right. Or you both love traveling. So there's really something about traveling for group number 3 as well. And then we have the King of Swords. Again, air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I can't freaking believe this. So both of you are really smart people, intelligent, all right, truthful. Both of you can be a little bit detached at times. That's why I picked up something about withdrawing from the society a little bit, all right? Both of you are very logical. Both of you are very wise, but can be sarcastic at times, all right, or cold, or sharp with their words, okay? Interesting. All right, let's try to pull up 3 from this deck. What will you share in common with your future spouse, group number 3? You got spilled milk, regret, accidents happen. Okay, so like what I said, I feel that both of you have the tendency to dwell in the past. It's giving me the 5 of Cups energy, okay? And the 5 of Cups talks about crying over spilled milk. Now you got spilled milk. So there's really something about putting so much focus on what has transpired already. And I feel that both of you needed to learn this lesson, to let go of the past, all right? For some of you, there's something about being perfect. So maybe either you were programmed as a kid. I'm hearing that right now from Spirit, or even your future spouse. They may have a very strict parent, or kind of like you were programmed to kind of like be perfect all the time. I don't know. I just heard that right now. Strict parents even, okay? So I'm getting here, there's something about being a perfectionist, like you don't want to make mistakes, all right? You're very particular with that, as well as your future spouse, okay? But for most of you, this is talking about knowing, or maybe both are going to be learning the lesson to leave things in the past, okay? And that it's about time for the both of you to move forward, all right? To embrace a brand new beginning. That's why you keep on getting the Fool card, because Fool is all about new beginnings as well, okay? All right, let's pull up 2 more. So with the spilled milk, it's also possible both of you love drinking milk. Okay, who knows, right? Let's see what else. What you and your future spouse will share in common. I'm also hearing something about being a neat freak. So I'm getting something related to Virgos, because Virgos are very neat, tidy. So yeah, somebody's OC. I also got that, right, when I saw the spilled milk. So for some of you, both of you are OC or OCD. Yeah. Let's get 2 more. You got the Knight card. So both of you are very confident, fearless, all right? And both of you are really brave. Well, you got the Courage card. So yeah, very, very, powerful confirmation here from Spirit. Both of you are assertive as well. Let's get 1 more. Are you kidding me? Saw me shuffle, you got the worry beads. Are you freaking kidding me? And remember, you got the 9 of Swords at the very start of the reading. So both of you worries over small things, or there's something about excessive worrying, worry-wart. There's something about unnecessary worries, okay? So maybe you and your future spouse are the same, okay? There's something about anxiety, so maybe both of you are anxious. Um, yeah, and again, there's something about replaying something over and over again. And again, something around thoughts, okay? So that's what I got. Very interesting. Both of you may also have the same religion. I'm picking up Buddhism or Hinduism, okay, for others of you, all right? That's very specific, though. All right, so let's actually pull up a message for you guys before I pull up some of the channeled messages that I did earlier as part of the additional details with what are the common denominator or common things that you and your future spouse will share together. All right, so first let's pull up a message for you using this deck. Surprise! Are you freaking kidding me? I just said that earlier, right? You still remember that? Group number 3. Both of you loves to surprise or to, maybe both of you are unpredictable, okay? That's also what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. Both of you are unpredictable, or both of you like to give some surprises, all right? That's really, really interesting because this is something that is actually written as well on the good news card. Something about surprise. And you got it again. Crazy, huh? So I'm also hearing from Spirit that both of you are really going to be surprised as well, okay? As soon as you are able to open up to each other, and then you're going to be telling your life story, you're going to be sharing your interests, and your future spouse will be shocked. Really shocked about it. Both of you are, actually. Another message that's coming through, since there's an image of a gift box over here, I feel that both of you also share the same language, which is gift giving or gifts. Earlier, it's physical touch, but it can also be something around gifts. So maybe you like to shower gifts to your loved one, and your future spouse is also the same as a form of their love language, okay? All right, so before we end the reading, let me mix it up. I'll be getting some additional details for you guys. All right, let's see here. We'll pull up a lot since this is a collective reading. And again, only take what applies because not all of these are going to be resonating with you. Okay, let's see here. Let me just mix it up. Okay, yeah, that's good. So let's start off with this one. It says, both of you enjoy your freedom, which is quite interesting because we've seen that earlier, right? So both of you are freedom-loving individuals. And that's why you got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius. You may have Sagittarius in your chart or this future spouse of yours. And Sag and Aquarius. Both signs are very freedom-loving, okay? So yeah, both of you enjoy your freedom. What else? Morning person or night owl. So there's something about sleep, just like what I said earlier. Some of you guys are having trouble sleeping. Maybe both of you have sleep disorder or insomnia. But it can also be that you're a morning person and your future spouse is the same. Or they're a night owl as well. Or they like to burn the midnight oil, right? Okay, what else? Both of you like to hit the gym or same fitness routine. Okay, very Gemini. I'm getting a lot of air signs for group number 3, really. And so hello to all air signs out there. I actually do have air in my chart. My moon sign is Aquarius and my rising sign is Libra. Okay, so I do understand you guys. All right, let's see what else. Both of you are independent. Wow. Freedom-loving and independent individuals. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, what else? Same love language, physical touch. Well, hello. That's actually the message earlier when I saw the sexual freedom. So yeah, this is a powerful confirmation from Spirit. Same love language, which is physical touch. What else, Spirit? Both of you are deep thinkers. Think, think, think. Exactly, right? Because there's a lot of swords energy, a lot of thoughts. You got the Nine of Swords. You got the Eight of Swords, right? My gosh. And then you got the Knight of Swords. Whoa. So both of you are deep thinkers. Okay. What else? Both of you have the same taste in music. So if you're the type who loves music so much, your future spouse is also the same. You both either enjoy the same genre of music or the same singer or same band, all right? So same taste in music. What else? Both of you are homebodies. Yeah, because I'm getting that earlier. Like, you know, I'm getting a very loner type of vibe, or somebody who doesn't really want to go outdoors and just enjoy, you know, spending some time at home. Yeah, so both of you are homebodies. Group one, I think, got this. Okay, so for some of you guys, maybe you wanted to check out some of their piles. What else? Yoga, meditation, crazy. Okay, so that's why, let me go back to your cards. Yeah, something about meditation. Look at that with the High Priestess, right? So yeah, both of you like to meditate, or you like to practice yoga. All right. What else? Both of you are intuitive. Yep. We've also talked about that earlier. Because again, High Priestess is somebody who's very psychic or intuitive. And you got the Queen of Water as well. Water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And usually water signs are very intuitive people as well, or they're actually really sensitive to emotions or energy. So both of you are intuitive. Okay, what else? Both of you were married to someone before. Group 2 got this as well. Okay, so for some of you would resonate with that. You were married before, and this person was married before as well. Okay, what else? Both of you enjoy traveling, right? Yeah, because there's a lot of images of ships as well, right? And I specifically saw that earlier in one of the cards they got. I just forgot what that was. But yeah, both of you enjoy traveling. Yeah, the Fool card. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, because the Fool card is a wanderer or something related to journey. So again, both of you enjoy traveling. What else? Or even travel for work. What else? Both of you are highly spiritual or deeply religious. Yeah, highly spiritual. Why? Because again, let me go back to the High Priestess. The High Priestess is somebody who's very deeply spiritual, okay? So yeah, either deeply religious or highly spiritual individuals. Wow, very psychic, especially got the both of you are intuitive message. All right. And last but not the least, you got both of you share the same type of phobia. So there's something about fear of drowning. I don't know who is this for, but earlier I was discussing something about somebody drowned. I actually picked up something around tragic accidents. Yeah. So on top of both of you met the same type of accident or tragedy, it's also possible that both of you share the same type of phobia. All right, whatever type of phobia, heights or fear of drowning. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Group number 3. I so freaking love this reading so much. I enjoyed your reading as well, and I love that it's very unique still from the rest of the group, but some of it are actually also from group 1 and group number 2. So maybe if you're drawn to other piles as well for some additional information, you can also check that out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. And again, I'll be seeing you next week. Bye for now. Love and light.